It begins in Miami. The 2013 finals.
Just gets it off in time, and he banks it in. What a shot. Oh, what a block from James. Danny Green again from downtown. Wade with firm command. Ginobili puts it up and puts it in. Bosch back out to Allen. His three-pointer, bang! Blocked by Bosch. James puts it in. Back-to-back titles for the Heat.
9 Eastern tomorrow, Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tips from San Antonio. Heat Spurs for the second year in a row. It'll be the third time LeBron squares off against Tim Duncan for the title. And get this, in the last 10 seasons, including the playoffs, LeBron has won 621 games, Duncan 622.
Wow. Sounds like the numbers behind predictions of who wins the rematch. Slight edge, San Antonio. And I do mean slight.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we'll soon have in-game numbers to discuss. But until tomorrow, Stuart Scott gets us set today.
It is June in San Antonio, Texas. We've read this novel before. For the 6th time since 1999, this city and its team are part of the book of the NBA Finals. Welcome to Sportscenter's coverage, and you better believe the hype, because a champion will rise, and it will be one of 2 future Hall of Famers meeting each other in the finals for the 3rd time in less than a decade. Both Tim Duncan and LeBron James have already won multiple titles, but both also have legacies that would be greatly enriched with the ring. What's up? Stuart Scott with you. Tim Legler and Bruce Bowen lacing up the high tops. Tim Duncan's legacy already solid, but think about this. With a 5th ring, he would pass Shaq, tie Kobe, tie Magic. For LeBron, a 3rd consecutive ring, he joined Shaq, Kobe, and yes, his idol Jordan in the 3 straight fraternity. And as Mark Schwartz reports, whatever it takes to motivate LeBron and his team, use it.
Lance Stephenson huffed and he puffed, but he couldn't get a rise out of the Heat. Yet when Tim Duncan gently stated the Spurs would win their finals rematch with Miami, Chris Bosh called it extra motivation and vowed the Heat would use Duncan's words as fuel whenever they lose their focus in this series. Duncan was amused by the brush fire his words may have ignited.
I don't know what I said that was so bad. Everybody keeps saying something about, I don't know what I said that was so bad. I said I wanted to win the finals. We're back here now, and I wanted to win. And if they need to find fuel in that, then so be it.
I don't know. You asked the wrong guy. I don't use that as motivation. I mean, I think when you're in the finals, you're supposed to think you're going to win. I don't know. I just think we got microphones in our face too much.
How much motivation can carry you to a championship, I'm not sure. I can't shoot the ball and say motivation, make it go in. You know, I can't sit in the lane and take a charge and say motivation, let me get this call.
Apparently there is something that has gotten under LeBron James's skin, and it has nothing to do with Tim Duncan's confidence. James says his team feels slighted every time it hears how the Spurs gave away last year's finals. Both teams put themselves in a position to win a championship, James said. We just happen to make 1 or 2 more plays to win it. In San Antonio, Mark Schwartz, ESPN.
Mark, thanks a lot. Hanging out with the fellas, Bruce Bowen, Tim Legler. So the Heat feel slighted now? Lex, how much truth is there? Should they feel like, oh, somebody's wronged us?
They're trying to generate that. And I get it. If you really think about it, there is some truth in that, because more people talk about what the Spurs lost than what Miami gained last year. And I can see how that might bother the Heat. And now they have a chance to say, you know what, oh, I'm sorry, this is how it was supposed to go down. They have a chance to come right back the next year and play them again.
Yeah, but I think it has more to do with the last series they were in. You had Lance Stephenson that was doing things at that time to add to the fuel of the fire. And now it's a different team. And I think that they've kind of realized that, like, hold on, wait a minute. We talking about Tim Duncan, you know, talking trash or trying to give us motivation? That's not the case at all.
Yeah, Tim Duncan's not going to be doing anything like that. Look, both Duncan and LeBron's legacies, we talked about it, they are solid. A win, though, would give LeBron 3 titles before turning 30, while a loss gives him a losing record in the finals. Duncan and Popovich are seeking a 5th championship. If Duncan wins his 4th finals MVP, he'd be 2nd in that category, only behind Michael Jordan. For Eric Spoelstra, he'd have 3 titles in his first 6 seasons, the same number as his boss, Pat Riley, had at the same point. Look, win or lose, LeBron and Tim Duncan's legacy is solid. But, Legs, whose legacy is more at stake for this championship series?
Well, you know, Stu, there are so many characters in this series that have already left an indelible impression on the history of the game, like all-time greats. We know that. But we're really talking about Duncan and LeBron. Tim Duncan, no matter who you're talking to, whoever creates the list, is the best power forward of all time, and he's in that top 5 or top 10 discussion of all time. That's not going to change, win or lose. He has 4 titles. LeBron James is chasing something a little bit different. He wants to be in that discussion with Michael or him by the time it's all said and done. And to do that, he knows ultimately he has to take advantage of opportunities when he gets a chance to play in the finals and win championships. Now, he'll never go 6-0 in the finals like Michael Jordan did. We know that. He's already lost twice in the finals. But if he gets this one, he's halfway to 6. We know what he's done statistically in the MVPs and all that. Ultimately, you have to have those rings on your resume because that's what he's chasing. It's something different than Duncan. LeBron's not going for top 10 or top 5. He's going for best of all time. That's the guy he has in his sights, and you got to take advantage of opportunities when you get them.
No, I agree. You have to take advantage of opportunities. But at the same time, let's not forget what he has accomplished thus far. 4-time MVP in the league, 3-time, or I should say 2-time MVP during the finals. Those are things that dreams are made of. You know, guys, they try their best to get there. And I think it's unfortunate that we put such criticism on him. Here it is now. We're talking about him making the best play for his team. He passes it to Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh happens to miss the shot. They say, oh, he should have scored that ball. No, it's about making the right play for your team, and that's exactly what LeBron James does. I think it's unfair. Now, when you talk about Tim, we talking about a guy that rather just walk around in sandals, tank tops, and shorts and just have an easy life on the beach somewhere. He's unlike those other guys who are so concerned with all the accolades that come from the game of basketball.
That is true. Tim Duncan can also accomplish something that LeBron probably never will unless, you know, LeBron plays till he's 45 years old. If the Spurs win the chip, Duncan will be just the second player in NBA history to win NBA titles in 3 different decades. Only John Sally with the Pistons in the late 80s, Bulls in '96, and Lakers in 2000 has done it before.